Greetings, I am Jeff Lance with Clark Energy Fund Management, and I'm excited to share the following presentation with you today. We're going to be talking about what being a partner with us can mean to you and those you care about. Since our mission guides how we approach everything, let me begin with that. Our mission is to help investors to earn large profits while minimizing exposure to risk. If that's all I said right there, that alone sounds like something investors would like to be part of, right? Especially in light of what's going on in today's market. Look at this. Wall Street sees the worst day in 7 years, with the Dow down 504 points as financials implode. The Federal Reserve reported Thursday that households lost $5.1 trillion, or 9% of their wealth, in the last 3 months of 2008. Stocks have lost $11 trillion in market value since October 2007 peak. Losses since the start of 2009 are $2.6 trillion. Market instability continues in sell-off. You've probably seen plenty of this yourself, right? But here's the worst news, I think, for traditional investors. The radical changes in the President's $3.6 trillion budget blueprint, doubling the national debt and significantly reordering spending priorities, are likely to suppress markets for some time. The European social welfare states present a window on our potential future. Standards of living permanently 30% lower than ours. Look at this chart from Bloomberg. See the gold line? That's the Great Depression. See the red line? That's us. We're following the same trend. And to make matters worse, the government is implementing the same so-called solutions that were attempted that caused the Depression. So, would you like to have an investment vehicle to help preserve and enhance your wealth during unpredictable times like this? See, we believe that most investors don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. The problem is that traditional investment vehicles leave the investor exposed to the whims of the stock market with little ability to manage risk. We believe the solution is a properly planned investment vehicle that does three primary things. First, it produces significant returns. Second, it takes advantage of excellent tax benefits. And third, it dramatically minimizes risk. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to be involved with something that can do these three things? So we believe this is the solution. Who are we? We are Clark Energy Fund Management, the oil and gas exploration partnerships for the 21st century. We explore primarily in the prolific Gulf Coast region, including Texas, Louisiana, and some offshore as well. We have over 162 well projects. We manage over 70 partner accounts, and we work with 84 operators and oil and gas exploration partners. Here are some of our partners that you'll recognize: Texaco, Exxon, Mobil, Kerr-McGee, ConocoPhillips. You may not recognize some of these others, but there are some other big name exploration companies as well: PetroQuest, Choice Exploration, Carrizo Oil and Gas, just to name a few. Our recent partnerships include Clark Energy Group Fund with 20 partners and Clark Oil and Gas Partners with 40 partners. Would you agree that as a leader goes, so goes the organization? Of course you would. Well, we're really proud of our leader, Dave Clark. He has more than 15 years experience in oil and gas investments throughout the United States. He has over 9 years hands-on partnership management and administration experience. He has over 35 years engineering and business leadership experience. And he's a consultant for several Texas-based oil and gas companies. Now, if you're going to be digging around looking for stuff in the ground, having a good geologist on staff would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Well, our principal geologist is Boris Starkoshev. This guy is amazing. He started geology school at the age of 12. He is the chief exploration manager of our affiliate, Oil 2 Holdings. He has 45 years geological and exploration experience. His completion rate is over 60%. That means that if he says it's down there, he's right 60% of the time. That is a fantastic completion rate. He has a 30% per year internal rate of return on the wells he chose. Now look at these stats from 2007. 27 of 30 wells he recommended were successful, and they are producing 20% net per month during initial production. That's phenomenal. His recommendation for the Doberman offset well has consistently returned 15.4% per month. That translates into 185% per year. Since 2002, all the wells that were evaluated and chosen by Boris are currently producing a total of 73,620 barrels of oil per day. That's $2,944,800 gross per day at $40 a barrel. And 1.3 billion cubic feet of natural gas per day. That's $5,850,000 gross per day at $4.50 per million cubic feet. So would you feel comfortable partnering with a company with this level of experience? Let's talk about some of the general advantages of oil and gas investing. Commodities have an intrinsic value. Crude oil and natural gas have value just like gold, platinum, and silver, so they make an excellent hedge against inflation, recession, or depression. Growing global demand. Since there is a growing global demand for these finite energy resources, there will continue to be substantial upward pressure on energy prices in the future. Demand is likely to increase, and that will keep prices up. Make sense? Knowing what you have. Knowing what you have. Once a well is brought into production, you know what you have. You don't have to speculate like you do a stock investor. Ownership. Ownership of well working interest means that you own the rights not only to the actual production, but also an equal portion of the behind-the-pipe reserves, or what we like to refer to as wealth. Through the years, we have acquired working interest in many wells with reserves of 5+ times net ROI. Some even have a projected net ROI potential of 10 times or more from recoverable reserves. Tax advantages. Each well is an independent business unit. Tax deductions can be as much as 200% of the initial cost to drill and complete the well. These deductions can contribute through payback 15% or more depending on tax bracket and state of residency. Getting a 200% tax deduction could be pretty exciting, couldn't it? A couple of advantages we're particularly proud of are our contribution to U.S. energy independence. We're doing our part to help move the U.S. towards energy independence by increasing domestic production. This, as you may recall, even became a recent campaign slogan. And we're putting America back to work. Multi-million-dollar well projects create numerous jobs that are so sorely needed by our economy right now. It's the patriotic thing to do. Those advantages sound like some things folks could be happy taking advantage of, wouldn't they?